All right, Tucker, thank you. Summertime equals shorts and sandals. And let's be real, who doesn't want to let their feet and toes be free? But although lightweight sandals and flip-flops may be fashionable, our next guest says they can cause serious issues like painful bunions, hammertoes, and expose you actually to bacteria. But don't throw your sandals away just yet. This morning, board-certified foot and ankle surgeon Dr. Roussel joins us live with tips on how to protect your feet from hidden sandal dangers. Dun, dun, dun. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Who knew? Dangers in sandals. I just thought I want to be cute. I want to, have my toes out in the summer, but you got to be concerned with some things, right?
Right. We're concerned about, exposing our feet to the environment, and so there's some risk associated with getting infections, whether it's bacterial or fungal infections, or even transmitting warts with sandals. So we try to counsel our patients on that. But biomechanically, we have issues with the sandals because it can cause the foot to collapse and flatten out, and it can lead to things like plantar fasciitis, tendinitis, and it can also lead to things like hammertoes and bunion deformities.
Those are words that I think most people understand. Hammertoes, bunions, I don't want that. But if I'm wearing sandals, I guess my question is, how would I develop bunions and hammertoes? I mean, my feet are free. They're not being smushed into a stiletto or something like that.
Right. So most patients think that the sandals are good for bunions and hammertoes because they don't rub on the feet. However, they don't provide much support. And so when the foot wants to flatten out or pronate, then these deformities like hammertoes and bunions can develop. And when you walk in sandals, the toes want to grip the ground to stabilize yourself, and that certainly encourages formation of these hammertoes.
You've brought two different types of sandals, and I know these are the ones I think everyone has them. You buy some cheap little flip-flops, and you might have them in a variety of colors. And for the most part, I think most of us would say they do the job. But what's so not great about them?
So these type of, flip-flops are just one-piece foam-soled devices that really provide no support. And so that's the main problem with this. They're super flexible. So these thin foam ones aren't very good. These other ones are much better. So this is a brand called Vionic, and they use this patented technology called Ortho Heel. And these devices have a deep-seated heel cup, which helps to hold the heel and prevent it from rolling out. And then they have a good arch support. So the internal workings of it are more like a more supportive shoe, like a sneaker, and it still has some fashion that patients like, but it provides a lot more support. These are a lot better to wear than these.
Is this an orthopedic sandal?
So most patients will refer to this as like an orthopedic sandal or an orthotic sandal, and that is what it is. And these are the types that we try to steer patients towards.
Okay, so let's say you have now the hammertoes, the bunions, the issues you talked about. Is there a way to cure this, or are you just stuck with this for the rest of your life?
Well, with the bunions and hammertoes, we try conservative treatments initially, but a lot of those patients end up having surgery. Bunionectomy procedures, there's a number of them. There's a procedure that I've been doing recently called a lapiplasty, which is a revolutionary three-dimensional bunion correction, and it's worked very well in my hands. I'm one of the few surgeons in the area that's doing it, but I've had very good results, and patients are able to start putting weight on their foot a week after surgery, and so results have been very good. So
let's sum this up for people, because I know there are folks watching out there. They're like, okay, these are just sandals. Give me a break. It can't be that big a deal. But what's the real pitfall that can occur if you have some of these conditions that goes untreated for any duration of time? What can happen?
So, patients can start to develop arch pain, plantar fasciitis. It's a very common thing, and patients can deal with this for years. And then the more advanced deformities, like the bunions and hammertoes, aren't reversible, and so they progressively get worse with time, and commonly do end up needing surgery to be fixed. So there are some short-term and long-term issues. Okay,
Dr. Roussel, thank you so much. Of course, how can people get a hold of you if they have more questions, or perhaps they need that surgery that you're one of the pioneers of doing?
So I practice with the Centers of Advanced Orthopedics, the Mid-Maryland Musculoskeletal Institute in Frederick. And our website is www.mmidocs.com, and then we're available online, and I'm always available to see patients for any condition.
Well, I know there's someone out there who definitely has gotten some great tips this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, well, that's it for me over here. Back over to you guys on the